I notice we're spending a lot of time together. I'm not complaining, but you know this can't go anywhere, right? Sooner or later I have to leave your ship. I don't want any hard feelings when I do. Does that make sense?
I'd rather regret you for the rest of my life than get scared off by your crazy talk.
There's just no reasoning with you. Have it your way. If you want to make something of whatever it is we have, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
So good to catch you in, Captain. I trust you're finished playing White Knight to poor little smugglers. If you're finding yourself at loose ends now, a business opportunity has presented itself that I thought might interest you.
It takes credits to maintain this lifestyle.
I assure you, this job promises to be quite profitable. Why don't you meet me at Port Nowhere, and we can discuss it. Perhaps over a game of sabacc.
Ah, what a moment for the Holo albums. Standing with two of the galaxy's most famous, or should I say, notorious spacers. Captain, I'd like to introduce you to Vaz Treniff. He's, how do I say this delicately?
I rob ships.
I thought you'd appreciate knowing that more than one of his hits has been against Rogan the Butcher.
Hasn't anybody killed that guy yet?
Never got close enough to try. That mug's been coming after my crew since the last job we pulled on him. Picked them off one by one. Now the Hutts have my best vault cracker. We don't stop them, they'll sell him to Rogan for the price of his head.
What's this we?
Vaz's partner, Combo, was taken by the Hutts while doing preliminary scouting for what could be the heist of the millennium. An Imperial Treasury starship, the King's Ransom, is in orbit just off Nar Shaddaa. I don't have to tell you the kind of credits we're talking about.
You don't have to, but I'd love to hear those numbers.
You could be righteous and rich. I figured you'd want in.
What kind of haul are we talking about?
My understanding is this ship is carrying the product of all trade between the Empire and the Hutts on Nar Shaddaa.
Help me rescue Combo, raid the ship, and we'll split it 50-50.
It's not often you get the chance to thumb your nose at Rogan, strike a blow for the Republic, and still walk away with enough to retire on.
You wouldn't have come to Darmus if you could do this yourself. 60-40.
Darmus wouldn't have introduced us if he thought you could do it alone. 50.
I'm sure you two will work out the details. Rogan's Lieutenant Strillith is going to pick Combo up at a Hutt cartel safe house on Nar Shaddaa. Vaz has the coordinates.
I'll meet you there. If we don't manage to rescue Combo, deal's off.
Shichi oba krochba. Rundi kama yotoba bubanda baka murjanida. Yopechuta kasuya likora do kapikiotapa.
I still owe Rogan for Hoth.
Jubolawa wuni kumba omdi togmaki jisa. Tuti puna puna manchi kabuk tunira nislimo. Nabiska kulbalia biti bodenya.
Hand over Combo unless you want this place to smell like fried Hutt.
Mi bonawa tuipe te bokbagwa wadawanga. Kila mak donkey, just a more.
You kill everyone here, Captain. Who's to say who did it? Strillth's not known for working things out peacefully.
Vaz, I knew you'd save me, Vaz, buddy. I just knew it.
Frame Rogan for killing Rascuro. You cut off his ties to the entire Hutt cartel.
If he can't deal with the Hutts, Rogan's gonna lose half his suppliers.
Haiji
Let's end this boring conversation.
No, don't hurt me!
Told you I wouldn't let them hold you.
I told them you'd come for me, Vaz. They didn't think you could do it. Thanks lots for bringing Vaz here. I was real scared without him.
I'll doctor the scene a bit, make it unmistakable that Strillth was the one who turned on the Hutt.
Your friend doesn't seem too bright.
He's what you call it, savant. Believe me, with code, he's the best.
I was always good with numbers, and it was Vaz taught me how I could use it.
I protect him. We work together. Now we hit the Imperial treasure ship. Darmus made arrangements for us to use one of the Republic's secret shuttle pads to get up there. I'll transmit the specs and meet you. Then we'll bilk those Imperials out of more credits than you've ever seen.
Surprised to see me? Who do you think pulled the strings to let you use this shuttle pad? Darmus told me what you're doing. It's quite heroic, really. The Treaty of Coruscant forbids official strikes on non-military vessels. We're lucky you're not bound by that.
If you think this is so important, quit slowing me down.
Just a warning, then. The Empire is moving reinforcements into the area. I'd hate to see that handsome face blown into space debris. The shuttle pad's right over there.
This is the ship we'll use to rendezvous. It's Imperial salvage, so it's good camo. Combo's cracked a signal we need to dock with the King's ransom.
Time for a little mayhem.
Bay's filled with empty cargo containers. Me and Combo will hide in one while you pilot us in.
In one?
After you secure the hangar bay, pop us, and we'll loot the vaults from inside.
Will you hold my hand, Vaz? You know I don't like the dark.
Didn't I show you I won't let anything hurt you, bud? Just climb in. Nice and easy. Spring us when we're clear.
Hey, what are you doing poking around here? The only arrival code we've received is for Imperial Starship 2423 T6H3L5. Pilot Lieutenant Commander Anaya Aurelia Cleone of the Chiss Alliance.
I love killing morons like you.
What? What are you...
Nice. Get the vaults, Combo. When he's got the security down, we should split up. Hit as many vaults as we can before they lock down again. Meet you back here when we're done.
Promoted him far beyond his station.
What do the Dark Lords possibly see in this scheme to replace soldiers of the Empire with pathetic, lawless criminals?
Who are you? How did you get in here?
If you don't have any valuables, I'll move to the next vault. Carry on.
The ship is under attack. Call for reinforcements. The Void Wolf!
The King's ransom is under attack. I command you to use all your fleet's resources to drive off this invasion.
Now, as you always remind me, I wasn't born to the Imperial military, so I may have the power structure wrong, but I'm pretty blasted sure I outrank you.
I'm going to kill your moths, and you're next.
You're the one they're begging me to save them from? I guess there are things pathetic, lawless criminals are good for after all.
You're bound by the rules of warfare to send reinforcements when an Imperial vessel is under attack.
Oh, did I not mention? The Empire just declared war on the Republic and all its representatives. And as Article 17 of the Zyos Convention states, an Imperial Admiral is justified in destroying Imperial targets at risk of falling into enemy hands. With the Captain's track record, I just can't take that chance.
Captain, get back to the hangar bay. There's an Imperial battlecruiser attacking the ship. The whole thing's gonna blow.
I hate Imperials. Crazier than a hut on Glitterstim. What kind of morons blow up their own ship so it don't get looted?
Whole Empire's filled with folks who poison their own soup just to kill the guy across the table.
Here's to the Republic chasing them back into dark space. Let's split and then let's split, you know? I don't want to chance anyone following. How much do we get?
Thanks for the help, boys. I don't need you anymore.
You backstabbing traitor. Combo, look clear.
Hands off the Senator.
Captain, I thought you were dead. The ship, I saw it explode.
Megfenta parton hoje es futot ki a tengere. Es a silgo terben a ser zet lakata.
So, Captain, are you the bad luck that keeps getting me attacked, or the lucky charm who keeps rescuing me? What are those things? Have you ever seen an animal like this?
Long as they die when you shoot them, doesn't matter what they are.
If they turn up on a Republic shuttle pad trying to eat me, I've got a vested interest in figuring out where they come from, and how Rogan the Butcher got his hands on them. He's just managed to move himself from thorn in my side to public enemy #1.
If you need someone to bring you Rogan's head on a plate, look no further.
What a lovely offer. Most men stick to boring old flowers and jewels. Rogan is the Void Wolf's most dangerous tool. I think the time has come to take down his criminal empire once and for all.
Can you steeple your fingers and say, "Together we can rule the world"?
Stick with me, love. And you don't need to stop at one world.
Love? Did she just say love?
Perhaps we should take some time and strategize. Alone.
What? Are you ashamed of me?
A senator and some scruffy pirate? You have to admit it'll draw some looks. Are you so eager to show me off?
I don't care if you're the Supreme Blasted Chancellor. Back off!
You need to get your pets leashed, love. This one looks like she bites.
Another time and place. Things would be different.
Just don't expect that time and place to happen again. Find out anything Darmus knows about Rogan's businesses, and where he might have gotten those things that attacked me. Then, we can figure out how to best work this plan into the larger war effort.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
What can I say? I'm inspired by a beautiful woman.
Just so we're clear, I had a snappy comeback for that line, but I'm not using it out of respect. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
Welcome back, Captain. Senator Dodana's already called to rave about how you just saved her life. Meaning the whole Republic's backing you when you finally take down Rogan. Not bad for somebody from the wrong side of the hyperlane.
When did you two decide that I want to start hunting down the most brutal gangster in the entire galaxy?
Unless you like being ambushed in every spaceport, I don't think the Butcher's given you much choice. You're definitely off to a good start. He's lost a lot of influence since you cut him off from the Hutts. Let me get the Senator on the link. She's going to want to hear what I found.
What is it? And talk quickly. I got pulled out of a vote for this.
Creatures Rogan sent at you seem to be cybernetically modified versions of native Vossian wildlife.
Voss?
As far as I know, no native animal has ever been legally exported off Voss.
How does this get me closer to feeding Rogan his own eyeballs?
We don't have direct access to Rogan, but maybe his suppliers on Voss do.
Voss is a strange place, newly discovered, very isolationist. I'll pull some strings and get you a landing permit, but it'll take a while.
We shouldn't wait. Rogan's finally vulnerable, and the Captain's gained quite a reputation recently. If anyone's going to conquer his criminal empire, Captain, this is the time, and you're the man with the crown.
I wouldn't turn down the chance to rule the galactic underworld with an iron fist.
Don't think it'll be that easy, Captain.
But worth the price. Unfortunately, the only one who knew all of Rogan's secrets was his mentor, Ivory. And he disappeared years ago.
That's not entirely true. Rogan's predecessor was arrested by the Republic. To my knowledge, he's still incarcerated in a top-secret facility on Belsavis. This is highly restricted knowledge. Even within the Senate, not everyone knows of Belsavis. You must not repeat any part of this.
Voss sounds more promising.
It may take months to get the permits for Voss. Belsavis will be easier.
Ivory and Rogan were like father and son. If you can find him, you'll know Rogan's hideouts, stashes, things we'd never find ourselves.
This is a man who used to sell children to the Hutts for gladiatorial games. The Republic will insist on tight restrictions for dealing with him. But it's worth it. If you're going to war with Rogan, Belsavis will be your first battleground. I'll get the permits in order.
Rogan has no idea who's coming after him.
You probably think I'm chasing Debrillion's throne to get rich, don't you?
You're a much more complicated woman than that.
You think I'm complicated, but in a good way, right? Because I am complicated. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Aldrin, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Debrillion. I want to make it better, run their society the right way.
Let me tell you how that ends. Your subjects disagree with your good intentions. They revolt. You have to crack down and restore order. Pretty soon, you're either executed or a tyrant. The end. Seriously, don't waste your time trying to help people. Take their taxes and just let them live their lives.
You didn't let me finish. That's exactly what I'm planning. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Dubrillion doesn't understand.
You think the Sith Emperor worries about pleasing his people? He's still in power.
Making people fear you is easy when you're a scary Sith. I don't have that luxury. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.